If you had to pick a side, who would you choose? The tactless fool who hurts feelings? Or the sharp one with a mean streak? This happened in college. Every campus has that one ancient, rundown classroom building, right? Ours was nicknamed the Little Red Building because of its red brick roof and walls. That's also where most campus rumors seem to start. Back then the library closed at 5, the study hall at 9. Only the red building stayed open all night. One night, close to 10 p.m., the place was nearly empty. In my room it was just me and a girl with a single ponytail behind me, her keyboard clacking from time to time. Then the typing stopped. Total silence. I figured she was leaving, but I didn't hear any packing sounds, nothing at all. Curious, I glanced back. We locked eyes. She didn't move, just stared straight at me, like she'd been quietly watching me for a while. I jolted a little, then pretended to be calm and turned back to my book. Should I grab my bag and go? What if that sudden move made things worse? I felt like prey holding still while a tiger watched. Footsteps approached from behind. I turned. If something was going to happen, I wanted to see it coming. She walked right up and said, "Hey, do you know there are cameras in here?" The question threw me. I thought she wanted to confirm if there were cameras, so I answered honestly, probably not. This is the oldest building on campus. She shot back, firm and final, there are. Definitely. It wasn't a question, more like a premise she needed me to accept. Puzzled, I looked away and ignored it. She left the room, without her backpack. Her books were still there, but the laptop that had been on the desk was gone. I traced the power cable. She'd tucked the laptop into the desk cubby. A moment later I heard the bathroom door down the hall slide open. Then it clicked. She thought I might steal her laptop. She wanted to use the restroom, didn't want to carry the computer, didn't trust a stranger, so she tried to spook me with the "there are cameras" line. The key wasn't "are there cameras?" It was "you know there are cameras, right?" I felt equal parts amused and annoyed. What a clumsy move. If I were actually a thief, I'd know the camera situation better than she did. And I wouldn't choose to act when there were only 2 people around. Then I did something a little mischievous. I packed up super fast and jogged out. As I passed the bathroom, I deliberately stamped my steps twice. Inside, I heard a sudden scramble. Probably someone hurriedly pulling themselves together. I dashed out of the red building. I could picture her running back, yanking open the cubby, seeing the laptop still there, exhale. Then nervously checking every other item, inside and out. Everything fine, but wondering why I ran. Honestly, she could have just asked, "Hey, could you watch my stuff for a minute?" Or, simplest of all, taken the laptop with her. Suspecting people, trying to intimidate them, and then walking away, basically invites trouble. If she'd bumped into someone hot-tempered, they might have slammed the laptop and left. Then what? I thought that was the end of it. But a couple of weeks later, late at night again, I left the red building and saw a few students huddled at a classroom door, whispering, "Didn't she say we were too noisy?" Well, no one will bother her now. One of them spotted me, they scattered, acting innocent. I walked up. The old door had 2 lock hasps, and someone had slid a thin stick through them from the outside, basically trapping whoever was inside unless they rammed the door hard enough to break the stick. I peered in. It was the same ponytail girl, head down, reading, completely unaware she'd been locked in. "I guessed she'd annoyed those people with her legendary EQ," said with irony. Without thinking, I pulled the stick out. Not because I'm some saint, but if I have to choose between a tactless person and a malicious one, I'll side against malice. Clumsy is one thing, cruel is another. Lesser evil, you know? I didn't tell her, just slipped away. I worried she'd say something outrageous again and tick me off. Was my hallway stomp that night petty? A little. At worst, it probably left someone with wet hands mid-bathroom break. But locking someone in a classroom all night? That's a different level. So today I pulled the stick, call it even. Otherwise the red building would have gained a new campus legend. Midnight screams in the red brick hall, and the door banging echoes down the corridor.